Today we're taking a deep dive into something called Gold ID. Now, it's being called the nickname for your digital soul, which sounds pretty epic, right? So what does that actually mean? And how could it completely change the way we live our digital lives? Well, let's get into it.
All right, to really get this, we first need to talk about a problem, a big one. It's that feeling we've all had in the crypto space where the simple act of sending or receiving money feels way too complicated and honestly kind of stressful. So why is it so hard?
I mean, have you ever really looked at one of those things? It's just a moment of pure anxiety, isn't it? You're sitting there, double-checking, triple-checking every single character, just praying you didn't make one tiny typo that sends your money into a black hole forever.
Yeah, this right here, this absolute headache of a jumbled mess of letters and numbers is the industry standard. For the average person, it feels incredibly risky and just impossible to use. I mean, one wrong character and poof, it's all gone.
And you know, the reason it's so complex is actually pretty simple. The people who built the first blockchains, well, they weren't thinking about you and me. They were brilliant engineers building a system for computers to talk to other computers. Humans were basically an afterthought. But what if we could start over and build it for us?
And that brings us to the solution. What's so fascinating here is that to solve this super futuristic problem, we just have to look at the past, at a system that already figured out how to tame the chaos of the early internet.
Okay, so on a technical level, a gold ID is just a decentralized domain name that runs on the EGoldChain. Simple enough, but that little definition is the key to unlocking a really powerful idea that makes it all make sense.
This slide right here illustrates the genius of it perfectly. It's basically the same trick the internet used years ago. You remember IP addresses, right? Those long strings of numbers we used to have to type in? Well, the DNS system came along and turned them into easy names like Google.com. Gold ID is doing that exact same thing for those impossible crypto wallet addresses.
But, and this is the crucial part, while the idea is similar, the ownership is a total revolution. With a .com domain, you're just renting it. You pay a fee every year, and if you forget, you lose it. With a .gold domain, you own it, outright, permanently. It's a digital asset that no one can ever take away from you. That's a huge shift in how we think about digital property.
So you see, it's so much more than just a convenient name. And this is where the vision behind Gold ID gets really interesting. It's about creating a true, human-focused digital identity, which is exactly why it's called an ID and not just the domain. The founder, Block Nova, was really intentional about this. You know, the word domain sounds technical, dry, like it belongs in an IT department. But ID? That's about identity. It's about you. He wants us to see this as our core self in this new digital world, our digital soul.
So, when you own a Gold ID, you're not just holding a tool that does one thing. No, you're holding a master key, a key that unlocks a whole universe of functions across the entire WebGold ecosystem. And this slide breaks it down beautifully. That master key has three core functions. First, it's your bank account number. Instead of a crazy address, you just tell people, send it to somechai.gold. Simple. Second, it's your personal decentralized website. And third, it's your universal login for every single app in the ecosystem. One name, three incredibly powerful uses. Okay, so we get the utility, it's super useful. But now, let's shift gears and talk about value. Because a Gold ID isn't just a tool. It's being treated as a brand new type of asset.
And to get a sense of the potential here, just look at the old internet. The domain name business.com sold for a mind-blowing $345 million. That proves that the right name in the right digital space has unbelievable value.
So getting a Gold ID isn't just about registering a username. It's about staking a claim. It's about planting your flag and claiming your own piece of territory in the new digital economy that's being built right now as we speak.
And this is where that whole digital real estate idea really comes alive. Think about it. Shop.gold isn't just a name. It could become a massive digital shopping mall. Bank.gold could be a major financial institution. Even something like 888.gold becomes this hugely valuable symbol of prosperity. The name itself holds the potential. All right, and all of this, the utility, the ownership, the value, it all leads to the final and maybe the most brilliant part of the entire strategy. The grand vision isn't to force everyone to learn a bunch of complicated tech. It's to make the tech itself completely disappear. The strategy is to get the entire world using the blockchain, but to make it so seamless, so easy, that they don't even know they're doing it.
It's about creating an experience that's so simple that, as the source material says, even a grandmother can use it without thinking twice.
Ultimately, this whole revolution boils down to this one simple change in how we talk. We're moving from the complicated, technical question, "Give me your wallet address," to the easy, human phrase, "Give me your gold ID." That tiny shift is the entire invisible revolution.
So, as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In this brand new digital frontier, where your name is literally everything, have you reserved the name that's going to become your legend?